What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name's Scyushi and we're back again for some more Grand Theft Auto, and today we're going to be doing a completely unsarcastic video of me actually showing you guys all of my cars and stuff like that in my house. Because I already did as a joke before, and now I more seriously wanted to show you guys, just because I know the appeal of it, like a video like this. I know that it could end up being something interesting. The reason why we're not at my garage right now is because I wanted to kind of show off the new beautiful F1 car. I've got them both. They're pretty much identical, but they're so fun. They also have so much pull down on the vehicle that my friend Stratus was actually showing me that in some of the tunnels in the game, if you're going fast enough, you can literally drive upside down in those tunnels, just because it's the way that the physics works. It's like weird and broken. But even though my main cars, all my fancy ones, are going to be in the middle of the city, there are still quite a few of them in this. It's not a bunker, I forget what this is called, but there's a few vehicles that can specifically only be stored in this location. So there's the Avenger right there, which you can take out as a giant plane slash helicopter. It's pretty cool. The jetpack, which I don't know the names of things in Grand Theft Auto, okay? I just call them like I see them, okay? Except for this. This is a weird like fire truck thing that looks like a turret on the front, but it's actually just water. And then otherwise it's got a ramp and stuff. It was one of the earlier vehicles before every vehicle had ramps and guns. This is, it looks like it's pipes on the back, but it's actually an anti-aircraft gun. So these missiles will lock on to like turrets and stuff like that. And then this is just like such a cool like personal tank. Let's just take it out for a little test drive just because it's like super duper. I love this thing, dude. It's ridiculous. It's very powerful. Because it's actually got like a, yeah, I mean, it's a tank, so what do you expect? Anyways, now I gotta get all the way. I don't think I have anything over here except for a bicycle, and I don't have anything in my bunker. I gotta get all the way over here now. I also just realized, do vehicles from Pegasus and Merryweather count as vehicles that I should summon and show you guys? Because I don't think so. Oh, speaking of flying vehicles, oh crap. That means I gotta go to the military base. Right. Easy does it. Easy does it. It's okay. We're good. We're good. And we're fine. I had to change vehicles before we ended up getting... Oh, that was close. The reason we gotta stop at the army base here is because I keep forgetting this is where I have all of my air vehicles. Oh god, is that... Okay, we're good. We're not really gonna test drive most of these because these are my planes, and I don't know, this was a long time ago when I bought all this stuff. I am not the biggest fan of these planes. As you can see, they all kind of look like poop. You know, like I didn't bother making any of them look particularly cool. This one's a lot of fun. This one reminds me of like, I don't know, what is it called, like Chip and Dale or some crap. That's my gross pink one. It's got unicorns on it. That's like a one-man helicopter. That thing's kind of fun, mostly just to screw around in. These other ones are decent. This one lands on water, so that one's cool. This one's weird. I just like the fact that the helicopter or the propeller's on top. So usually I'd have like someone's inside it and I'll jump on top and touch the propeller or something. And if you're in a party, you can all team up and then not take damage from the propeller. This one will definitely take, because this one's like actually the coolest. It's really powerful. It's got a lot of maneuverability. How the heck do I do this again? There's like so many buttons in this game. There we go. So you can put the missiles away and then you're in travel mode kind of thing. And then if you pull them out, you're like in combat mode. So it maneuvers differently depending on what's available to you. But this is a really, really fast helicopter, dude. It's so fun to play with just because you can do a lot of different things. It's also quite durable. It doesn't just instantly explode when you end up crashing into something. See, like, watch this. Watch how durable this thing is, dude. I can literally come in for like a huge... Easy does it. Easy does it. Where's my office? Okay, it's over here. Just 1 second. We're almost there. Almost at my office. Yep. We're almost there. Perfect landing. So I just recently ended up reorganizing all this stuff. We'll start with Office 2, 3, and 1. That's going to be in the order of least coolest to coolest. Office 2, if I'm not mistaken, I put all of my junk vehicles. Oh god, where are they? Yeah, okay. So I put all these up here just because in case I ever need to put more vehicles in my garages, the other ones are full. So this way I can have them all go onto the bottom floor and then I don't gotta worry about storage. So I just kind of put like all, these are the, more than likely I'll end up selling these vehicles. This one I like because it's from Mr. Bean. This was the vehicle I bought by accident because I thought it was the Mr. Bean car, and then I realized that that was it, so I bought that one instead. This, I remember I grabbed like a long time ago just because I don't think you can buy this one. I think you have to find it out in the world organically, but it's got all this junk on the back of it. So I just thought, okay, I'll grab it as my trash car. This is just kind of a standard motorcycle that was one of my favorites until we ended up getting the Tron bike, which we'll look at that a little bit later. This one I just have. I don't really like it. Same with this one. It looks like a Hot Wheels car. It's kind of bad. Anyways, let's go to Office 3 because this is where I have kind of my overflow / more useful vehicles, but these are the ones that I don't use very commonly, right? So we got the 3-wheeled bike. There's the new 3-wheel bike that they released, the Strider, I think it's called, just because it's a very easy to remember name. But this one's really weird because it's like a 3-wheeled bike, but the third wheel is on the front of it. This is the other F1 car. The one that we were driving at the beginning is different than this one, even though they pretty much just both act the exact same. This one, I don't know. I can't really customize the F1 cars to look very cool. They're just a lot of fun to use. And then this is kind of like an off-road, roll around a lot, buggy type vehicle. I got this because it looked cool, and then I tried it out and I was like, that's not as impressive as the other one that was already in the game. And then these are like my mobster cars. Because I was really big into like the mobster update back in the day. I thought that that was like so cool. I had so much fun with it. And just, I remember like for hours on end, me and Merc would just be running around with Tommy guns and mobster outfits like, see, get out of the way, see? And that's all we were just doing. And it was just so fun and stupid in this game. So I bought like a bunch of different mobster cars. This one, though, I would say it doesn't look as cool as these other ones. This is actually a 6-person car, so you can get 4 people inside the vehicle and 2 hanging off of the side, which is pretty cool. This car, I mean, I didn't customize it or anything. I won this one in the casino just randomly. It's a pretty good car. It's actually really powerful, really fast and stuff. It's just not really my favorite. Even though the honeycomb pattern and the nice blue colors, like, it's actually pretty dope, but it's still not good enough that it's in Office Garage 1. This car, I think I got this car for free. I don't know. This car just looks like shit no matter what I do to it. I just don't like the way that it looks. I don't know why. Maybe if I actually got rid of like the bumper on the front. The spoiler on the back's not bad, but maybe if I got rid of that as well, the car might actually, yeah, it would probably look a lot better, honestly. I think so anyways. As you can see, I like darker colors. This was, I think I only have 2 cars like this one. There's this purple one and then that red one over there. These were at Benny's automotive store, I think. It's like a really highly customized car that you can make look like a street racer. And I mean, this one's okay. It's kind of fun just because it's so boxy, but this is kind of like an over-the-top John Wick car. So I really like this one. I have a John Wick car, but that one's in Office 1, so you get to see it in a bit. But I just like the fact that this one actually lets you show the engine on it and everything, and it just looks really, really sick. And then again, another weird off-road car. This one's actually a really, really good vehicle. It's got a lot of good handling and stuff, and handles on dirt roads like a dream. It's just not really my favorite style of vehicle. Like, I don't really care about those. This is kind of same thing, another John Wick-ish car, but this one's got like all the bulletproof windows and junk like that. If I'm not mistaken, this was, again, before you could put guns on virtually every car in the freaking game. There was stuff like this, where it's like kind of armored, a little bit powerful. I don't know. This is the James Bond car from single player. This is the one that doesn't have weapons. It has weapons visually on it, but they don't work. I think up one more level, I actually have the weaponized version. And the only reason I got that, I got clickbaited hardcore by Rockstar because I bought it. Yeah, there it is right there. I have it black. I bought it thinking that it would have the eject seat. So for those of you that don't even bother with the single player of GTA, you get to use this vehicle in like one mission. And it's a lot of fun because in the single player, you don't really have vehicles with guns. But it has an eject seat. So you can eject people from the other, like the passenger seat. I thought that Rockstar would have actually, you know, gone all the way and made this vehicle that one. So we could have ejected friends and it would have been a lot of fun. But no, it's just a weaponized version of the era car. It's useless. This is a bike that's got chains on the back of it. That's it. That's the only reason that I like it and have it up here. Up here is kind of my army. Like these are all very powerful weaponized vehicles. So we got kind of this one right here. Oh, I gotta remember too, there's the demolition arena. That's another area. I've got more vehicles, but this one's okay, kind of standard. It's got a minigun on top, so it's not bad. This one's a lot of fun. You can get shot really easy because there's not much window space, but this is such a fun vehicle just because it tumbles a lot and controls like very, very well. This one is an AA, so anti-air again, but I like the fact that it's got the tank tracks on the back, makes it push through a lot. This is the APC, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. This is a very quick, very easy, pretty much you just call this on your phone and it's like having a tank. Like it's really powerful. Pretty much anyone who gets in this thing can control guns on it. It also drives in the water. This vehicle apparently drives in the water. I hate this thing. I don't know why Rockstar designed this vehicle so badly. Like the way that it drives is, imagine like here, this is the vehicle, right? Like this is just a phone, right? And then here's a pen. This is how it drives. Rather than all four wheels, it's just got like the center of gravity is right down the middle and it feels like you're driving on a pole. This is where I've put everything that I love. These are the fanciest cars. Like I love these vehicles so much in GTA. I thought I'd be able to drive these around, but we won't be able to. Well, maybe we can drive some of them. This is the Deluxo, the DeLorean, the Back to the Future car. Now, fun fact about this car, it's got a lot of value to me. This is probably one of my favorite cars in the entire game because it's the DeLorean. Not only is it a decent vehicle, but it actually like flies. And then even when it's on the ground and you have it in hover mode, the wings go away and the way it controls is actually very different as well. Not to mention it's just got like a machine gun and everything. It's just such a cool vehicle and badass as hell. But on top of that, the DeLorean was actually one of the most popular mods for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the original San Andreas, like Grand Theft Auto 3 San Andreas or whatever the heck they called it, right? It was one of the most popular mods for that game, and that one would actually like fly, you know, it was a DeLorean, so it could kind of teleport and stuff like that. So when Rockstar actually added it to like GTA 5, I was so stoked. And the fact that it was one of the first flying cars, it was just like so cool. Here's that other buggy that I was talking about. This one's like the smaller, more compact. This is awesome. Like it's such a good vehicle. I guess technically I should just do this so you can see all the stats on them and the names of them, but we'll do it for this garage. I don't care about those other vehicles. Those are kind of throwaway. This one, if you can get it, get it. It's so fun to mess with. This is just the other F1 car. It just looks cooler than the other one, and I figured I'd only fit one of them in this garage. Now this right here, back in the day when GTA Online just came out, I worked my butt off to get this car. This is my favorite vanilla car in the entire game. It's the only car that I know by name is the Cabriolet, which I'm probably butchering how it's said, but it's my all-time favorite car, especially in red. I remember when I first started playing GTA 5, like just in the single player, I saw this car and I was just like, give it to me. In single player, I'm pretty sure you can just steal one and put it in your garage. In multiplayer, you can't do that because it's a super class car, so you have to actually buy this. And this was one of the first cars that I saved up for, and it's actually a convertible. Even though it looks a lot better with the roof down, it's still just like, it's a dream car, man. Like I love this thing so much. It's just so cool and slick, and it just, That's all I can tell you. Like, that's probably my favorite. Like, when I say vanilla car, I mean something that's just like in single player without guns or anything. This car is awesome. I call this my Tron car. I love this thing. It's so, like, I gotta pull it out of the garage. I have to. I'm sorry, guys. But look at this. Like, look at the back of it. I know it doesn't really do justice because it's nighttime, but it's just such a cool car, dude. And it's so powerful. It's so fast. It's so unique, you know? Now, when I say my Tron car, my Tron colors, because I got the Tron costume, I guess I can show you some of my different costumes here now, just because it'll make more sense, is the black and orange one. Because, you know, when the Tron movie came out, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it had a fantastic soundtrack, and I really got into, like, I like the style of the characters and stuff. So when they added the Tron bikes, I was just all over it. And since then, I've always had this as kind of like my Tron style, right? So I got Red Hood. This guy's, I just call Idiot. Ignore the clown face. I can't take that off because I have my Joker costume here for memes. And if I ever take the Joker costume off, unfortunately the mask doesn't come off. Like, he always just looks like the clown. Here's my most recent one, which is Black Mask. There was that recent DC movie, like Birds of Prey or whatever, but I knew about Black Mask a lot longer ago. He's a DC Batman character. He's part of the Red Hood story arc, which I hope they make into a movie. Here's my old Cthulhu suit. I don't wear this anymore. Neon, because it's a pun on Neo, right? He's the one, even though it doesn't really look that great. I don't know why I call this Merca. Oh, because Merca. But it's a pun on Merc. It's weird and disgusting. I don't like that costume. Here's the, see? That kind of gangster. King Zebra, which is just stupid. Ninja, I don't know why I called it Ninja. This is literally Sam Fisher Splinter Cell. Here's my Tron costume, which is pretty much one of my favorite costumes. I almost always rock this one. Lately, I've been rocking Black Mask or Red Hood, though, just because, yeah. Here's just a generic Hitman, because if I make him bald and take off the clown makeup, he's Agent 47. And then here's Bane. Yes. So, Mark and I, we were driving around, like, we were driving around, we had this story where, like, he had the Black Mask costume, and then I had the Bane costume, and we called it like Pain and Skeleton Mask or something. I don't know. It was supposed to be like these knockoff versions of DC characters, and we just drove around like being idiots. This one is another car that's really fancy and just looks really cool from the back. I wish it was actually daytime. If I'm not mistaken, this is an electric car, right? Yeah, it's electric. That's why it's like dead silent with the engine. Anyways, we better get a move on. Otherwise, this video is going to be way too long. Hopefully, it's not boring for you guys. Is it boring for you guys? Smash like if it's not boring for you guys. And if it is boring, you've already clicked off this video. And otherwise, just smash like anyways. This car right here, you can't really make this one look cool. It's a submarine car. So it transforms and goes underwater. It's a lot of fun because of that, but otherwise the car itself just kind of looks gross. Here's my John Wick car. God, I love John Wick. It's such a cool car too. It controls very well for standard vehicles. This car, I don't really like this car, honestly speaking. I didn't even want to put it into my garage, but the way that it looks from behind and the way that it controls, like, it's just too good a vehicle for me to pass up putting in my, like, primary office. But I don't really like this car. Not gonna lie. This one's beautiful though. I like this one. This was like, I really decked out this street racing car, and I think it looks so cool with the pearlescent. Oh, I should also, yeah, I keep forgetting that I should show you guys like the names of these just in case you're like, I want to buy them. And then this one, I think this one's cool. Like, it's unique. I never really drive this one, but I like the way that it looks. It again looks like a Hot Wheels car, doesn't it? So I just leave it in here. This one I got because I wanted to get one, a car that I made. Like, I wanted to make this look like Black Mask. I don't think this is the kind of car that he drives, but I just think that this one's cool. The back of it looks really neat and exotic, and it's a really good car. This is just the Speed Racer car. For the longest time, I had it as black, and then I just recolored it to be Speed Racer colors. So here's that other three-wheeled bike that they just added, the Strider one that I mentioned. Not the biggest fan of this one. I put it up here because it's so unique, but it's not really my favorite. any bump you hit with this thing, it's very, very front heavy. So it'll spin out like all the time. If you go over a ramp, it tries to front flip on you. And overall, I just don't really like the controls on it that much. I don't know. It's like a weirder ATV, but I guess it gets the job done. This is just a presser. I've already got the Oppressor Mark II, so I mean, I don't really use this one as much. I can show you guys what the Oppressor Mark II is, but there you go. There's those. This is my Tron bike. I love this thing, especially because I have to... Now it being out nighttime is perfect. Look at this, dude. Look at this thing. Isn't this like so cool? This is my favorite motorcycle in the entire game. It just looks so dope. If I'm not mistaken, if memory serves, it was a couple years back. There was a game mode that was like a Tron game mode. Where basically you had like a bunch of players all on these Tron bikes, and you'd lead a stream behind you that would act as a wall, right? So you're trying to cut off other players and have them crash into the wall, and that was the game mode. It was so fun. We played it like all night, dude. And there was a limited time promotion, if I'm not mistaken, where you would play that game mode and you could unlock this bike, or maybe you got a discount on it or something. I think we got it for free. I'm not exactly sure. You had to do like a lot of missions in order to get it though. And now in order to get this, you just have to outright buy it. Here's my, it's exactly what you think it is. It's the Tesla truck or whatever the heck they call it, but it's just all chrome. It looks like a box. It's stupid. I wish I had a Tesla truck in this game. They really need one. This one I just like. It's a lot of fun. You know, it's a monster truck, kind of. I mean, there's an actual monster truck in the game, but this one's just a lot of fun to drive around because it's got a lot of suspension. Here's the Batmobile, the Vigilant. I guess I keep remembering that you can see all the different names of these. And then this one, I have to take it outside to show you guys this. This is like my, I don't know, my street gangster car, right? So I got this like all decked out, and then it also has like the hydraulics. Boom! Oh yeah, see? Isn't it so cool? Yeah, you didn't know I had swag. That's all the stuff that's in my main garage. I'll try and go outside and summon something interesting, and then show you guys my arena vehicles, and then I think that's pretty much everything I've got in this game. Yes! The, Ruiner 2000. This was a lot of fun when it was added to the game, because it has a parachute. Another vehicle I would highly recommend is... Where is it? Here's the Wastelander. The reason why I highly recommend this vehicle is because it's one of the only vehicles in the game that this whole truck doesn't actually ragdoll people when they're standing on it. Because every other vehicle, as soon as you start driving, they just kind of ragdoll and start falling off of it. With this one, you can have like a huge number of people standing on it. They won't ragdoll off. It's a lot of fun because you can literally like slam into a wall or drive into a cliff and it launches people up into the air. It's just, it's so fun to mess with. But unfortunately, it wouldn't let me summon it, so I can just show you guys the Oppressor Mark II anyways. I keep forgetting to, I gotta show you guys the RC car as well, just because that thing's really, really dope. But here you go, fly away. Woohoo! This one's ridiculous, dude. It also has a boost to it, and it's just insanely fast. It's got rockets and everything, and it's just, it's quite powerful. Actually, no, it doesn't have rockets. It's got exploding shells. That's why it shoots so slow, if I'm not mistaken, right? Also, is it in my vehicle or inventory, I think? Yeah. So there's the RC tank, which I'll try and show you guys that in a sec. But the RC car is so fun. Even though we're in multiplayer, this actually is our character model now. So we're immune from death. Because even though other players can destroy this, we would end up just going right back into our character. Right? But we can jump, we can throw down mines. We can also end up blowing up, so you can drive under your friends' vehicles and explode them. Why is this guy angry at me? I am Bane! You will be punished. Ah! God, it's just like the movie. Oh God, why does everyone hate me? Ah! Let me see if we can summon the other one. Can we? Yeah, okay, cool. So this one... Hello? My controls are all locked out, I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Whatever game. This one is just really goofy. it's pretty big, so you gotta kind of watch out for it. I don't know why my controls are all... There we go. I think this thing can jump and everything. Yeah, it can. It jumps and leaves vines and whatever else, right? So before I show you guys the arena cars that I have, I want to explain to you how these work, just because I was kind of tricked by this. So you can buy arena ready vehicles, right? And then there's like apocalyptic, then the same cars futuristic, and then the same cars as nightmare, right? And looking at these, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cars in each category, but they're all virtually the same, right? But if you go to upgradable vehicles, I didn't know for the longest time, all of these vehicles right here are upgradable into an arena vehicle. So if we look at the rat truck right here, this is how it looks like when you just buy it out of the shop. But very expensively, you can bring it to the arena and you can make it look like this. You can make it look like this. You can make it look like this. And they let you see a nice modded preview of each of these, which is just absolutely awesome. You can customize these a lot more than what they're showing. This is just kind of a modded preview, but there is a lot more to the customization that you can end up doing, as you'll see with the vehicles that I've got set up. The motorcycle looks dope though, dude. It's so cool. The way that the spikes and saws work and stuff is they'll pretty much just one-hit kill anyone that isn't like allowed to be in your vehicle. Sometimes they'll kill you as well, which is kind of disgusting. Most of these are Tron themed, but I got my Mad Max car. This is pretty much the first one I bought just because it's Mad Max. I loved that movie. Here's my futuristic, evil, weird Tron bike. I mean, I know it would look better without the spikes, but I mean, come on, this thing does look pretty good. It also steals the same video effects, or not video effects, steals the same effects on the wheels as the Tron bike itself, so the wheels actually do glow, which is neat. Here's my weird tank thing, which... doesn't really look the best. I wish I could get the bumper off of the front of it, but I can't really. The lasers on the side are just the same as the saws. It's an insta-kill to anybody that's around. This thing can have a bigger ramp, but I thought that it didn't look as cool. I like the fact that it's got tracks though. You know, it's cool, and it's got a gun on it. Here's futuristic monster truck, and this one's really, really dope. I like this one a lot. Unfortunately, it's glitched, so I wanted to have a different ramp on the front of this, but for some reason, this is the only ramp, even though it's saws, it's the only ramp that you can put on the front of this vehicle that will adopt the same colors of the vehicle's primary and secondary color. Because if I try to change the ramp to anything else that would look a lot cooler and fit the style of this vehicle better, for some reason it just goes to like default white and black colors, and it just looks stupid. Here's my gigantic Tron truck. Very deadly. It's got like a flamethrower on it. It's a lot of fun driving this one around with other players. This one, it's all right. I don't know. Maybe it would be better if I got rid of the ramp on it, but I don't know. It kind of looks a little too rusted on the windows and stuff, I think. And then there's this really over the top, a little too much orange on this one. But it's still an insanely cool vehicle because it looks like a limousine, but with like huge truck tires on the bottom, and it's badass, dude. Like, I really like that one just because you can just mow through traffic because of how heavy it is. And then speaking of the monster truck, this is the same as that monster truck over there, but the nightmare theme instead of the futuristic. I mean, look at this. It's nightmare fuel, all right. I truly do love GTA. Like, it's such a fun game. I usually just hop on this game when friends are on, and lately I'm not on the same schedule as everybody else. That said, a little bird tells me that they might end up announcing or sharing an announcement of GTA 6 soon. Hopefully that rumor is actually true, because that would be really exciting. Rockstar has already got a team working on GTA 6 right now. Like, it's gonna happen. I just hope that they talk about it soon, because even though I love GTA 5, it does definitely feel dated in a lot of ways, and I really hope that Rockstar can get their act together and just step it up with GTA 6 being something phenomenally better than GTA 5. Because I played Red Dead 2 on PC, and I love that game. The multiplayer was so fun, and a lot of features were way ahead of GTA, But at the same time, it kind of felt like a boomer game. Like there was such slow animations and realism to it that it got old fast. And I'm really hoping that they don't make those mistakes with GTA 6, because for some reason Rockstar is going for high-end graphical fidelity and realism with their games lately. So I don't know. I mean, GTA 6 is going to be phenomenal either way, so I hope that they talk about it soon, but I don't mean to ramble about that or even get your hopes up, guys. It's just there's a big rumor going around that I've been hearing a lot of people talk about, that Rockstar might end up actually sharing some information on it this month. And if we don't hear anything this month, then we know that we're just not going to hear anything until we hear anything. Yeah. Smash like, sub for more, and have yourselves a great day. Buy the merch as well if you want to end up supporting the channel. Sayonara and stay epic, gamers.